Today,
we're gonna talk about
albums. So, 3 things why couples should absolutely get an album. Number 1.
So number 1, it adds value to your wedding. When your wedding guest comes to your wedding, they want to know more about you, your other half, and your love story. So when they're signing in, looking at your photo book, they'll find out more about you.
Exactly. And this is also a good opportunity for your albums to be used as a guest book. So then when they come into your album, there's something for them to hold, to talk about, a conversation starter, for your guests to break the ice a little bit, not get bored in a waiting line. I mean, it's not about just the dinner, right? You want this to be fun, interactive, and I think it goes beyond a slideshow. So, number 2.
Number 2. So we live in a world of digital age right now where we are getting numb by looking at the screen. So it's always nice to have something physical for you to touch, for you to see, and for you to smell. Well, not that you can smell a wedding book, but you know what I mean.
You can smell a wedding book. Actually, you can smell the wood, the leather. When you open it, it's something different. So, number 3.
So contrary to popular belief that digital images last forever, does it actually do that? Would you ever go back to your hard drive or your virtual drive from maybe 6-10 years ago and versus flipping through a physical album and be able to see it that you may be laying on your coffee table or have it stored on your bookshelf? I personally love having multiple sizes. So number 1, I would want to have a keepsake, a big one. It may be a little bit heavier, but it's always nice to have that piece in the house for you to decor or to flip through with your children. Number 2, I would also have a smaller one. This is another copy of the duplicate of the full one to show your parents, because I'm sure they would love to have a copy of your wedding album in their house and to be able to show their family and friends as well. And then a small little one for me to put on the coffee table just so I can have it readily for guests for them to flip through whenever they come visit. It's always nice to see something physical and be able to see your memories in a book.
So the next question is, why should we hire a photographer or your photographer to make the albums for you? So number 1, they can design an album that's consistently color corrected, properly cropped, designed so it stands the test of time, so you don't have to worry about it being out of fashion or looking too cheesy. Also, you don't have to deal with all the lingos and how to deal with the printers and designing the album. I mean, if you don't know anything about dots per pixel or dots pixel, DPI, sRGB, color profiles, all that other stuff, and you probably don't really want to design yourself, to be honest.
And you know what? When you're editing the photo, you already have the flow of the wedding. You know how it looks like. You can actually visually imagine how it's going to look in a wedding album. We can also follow it by timeline or a theme. It may be easier because we have seen all the photos that we're editing.
Even though it's a little cheaper for you to buy the album on your own and design it, photographers actually have access to many different professional printers who only works with professional photographers. So, we'll just name a few that we love. There's the Cora albums, they're from Canada, and there's like Graphy, Fiano, and there's like GTA, Technicare, all these different ones. They're all amazing, but they only work with professional photographers. And even then, for us, we have to go through a learning curve of working with them and knowing how to work with them, because they all have different preferences and systems on how to hand in the images. So definitely it's something you want to see, and we're about to show you the differences it makes from getting kind of like a consumer album to getting a professional album in quality and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that. So what's the next thing?
So for the quality, you actually get bulk discount by ordering more than 1 copies with them. So which is a good thing. So you can get different sizes, and another thing is paper. The type of paper quality that you're going to get from these printers are fabulous.
As a photographer, another thing is we know what paper is best suited for the images we produce, and sometimes different photographers use There's like matte papers, right? And there's even like deco paper, and they really work well with different saturation rates and with different contrast rates as well. So your photographer will most likely be able to pick the right size, right paper, right printing method, and cover options, design, and they will be able to present it properly too, without bombarding you with all these options.
So as you are aware, this is not all we have. We have more way over there. So we will be doing a next video on unboxing them, showing you how they look like and how are they different. So be sure to watch our next video and stay tuned.
If you have any questions about albums or about our videos or what we should make next, make sure to comment, subscribe, like, and make sure you press the little bell for notifications. Until next time, friends. See ya.
Bye.